Antonia Romaker, and welcome to Russian with Passion. Today we're going to continue talking about the Russian grammar, and namely declensions. I'm sure that you already know that in Russian there are 6 cases and 2 numbers. Cases: nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, instrumental, prepositional. And numbers, singular and plural. Well, the way nouns change their endings is called declension, and nouns are divided into 3 declensions according 3 types of declension, according to the endings they have. And today we're going to talk about the first declension in particular. So, as I have already said, the inflection of nouns by cases and numbers is called declension. In Russian, it is sklonение. Well, and there are different endings, and therefore there are 3 types of declension. The first declension is primarily feminine nouns. However, there are masculine nouns too, those which have in its initial form the ending a or ya. By the way, speaking about the initial form, this is the form which you can find in a dictionary, and it is usually nominative case, singular. For instance, papa, father. Papa. As you can see here, there is an ending a, and that's why it is the first declension, although it is a masculine noun. Дядя, also masculine, ending ya, first declension. Some more examples. Feminine. Трава, мама, земля, химия. So here we are dealing with the endings a and ya of masculine and feminine, mostly feminine nouns. Feminine. Земля, мама, трава, химия. Here we can also deal with the ending iya, like химия. Masculine, юноша, папа, дядя. There are some peculiarities which you should remember and which are connected with this particular type of declension. So in dative and prepositional, these nouns have an ending ye. For example, маме, папе. О маме, о папе. What else? As for nominative case, the nouns which in nominative case end in iya, like armia, Natalia, химия, in dative and prepositional, they have the ending e, so be careful here. Like armii, химии, об армии, о химии, о Наталии. This is a proper name. So now let's study the table, which is going to show you how these nouns are declined. So as you can see in this table, there are 6 cases, and today we're going to study just singular. The first one is going to be трава, nominative. Трава, genitive. Травы, dative. Траве, accusative. Траву, instrumental. Травой, prepositional. О траве. Let's practice the questions which you use with these cases. And the next word, мама. First, nominative. Кто что? Мама. Genitive. Кого чего? Мамы. Dative. Кому чему? Маме. Accusative. Кого что? Маму. Instrumental. Кем чем? Мамой. And prepositional. О ком о чем? О маме. Let's take a closer look at the endings. So, nominative, you have endings a, ya, iya. Genitive, you have or e. So respectively, if your noun ends in a, then you say I. Мамы, папы, and so on. If your noun ends in ya, you say I. Земли, and so on. Then dative, we have ye and I. We have already discussed it. So in most cases we use ye in dative, but if we deal with nouns ending in iya, the ending is I. Then accusative, we have у, you, the same. Трава, траву, мама, маму, земля, землю. So a changes into у and я changes into you. Instrumental, ой, ей. So we have трава, травой, мама, мамой, папа, папой, армия, армией. Then there goes prepositional, ye or I. We have already discussed that too. So in case you are talking about nouns ending in ia, you put the ending I. In all the other cases, you put the ending ie. Now let's study some examples. Sentences. Книга лежит на столе. Книга, the ending a, because it is nominative case. This is the subject of the sentence. Книга лежит на столе. Обложка книги красная. The book's cover is red. So when we talk about some possessions, and we use in English apostrophe s or preposition of, in this case this is genitive case. In this case this is genitive case, sorry. So here we're talking about the genitive case, and that's why we use ending I. Обложка книги. Я дала тебе книгу. So here книгу is a direct object, and that's why it should be accusative. Книгу. Я читаю интересную книгу. The same. Then он дал книге название. Dative. Кому чему. When we give something to something else or somebody else, in this case dative. Он дал книге название. Ending ye. Then она ударила его книгой по голове. She struck him with a book on his head. So she struck him with a book. Usually when we use preposition by or with, so when we use something in order to do something else, this is instrumental case. So we use something as an instrument. So that's why we use ой here. Я рассказала о книге. I told about the book. О чем? So we use a preposition, prepositional case. О книге. So it's an object with a preposition, and we use a prepositional case. So that's it. Now take a look at another number of sentences. As you can see here, there are no endings because it's your job to put the endings in there. After this class ends, you will see the answers at the end of this class, but please try to do this exercise yourself. So once again, the first declension nouns are primarily feminine, but there are some masculine too, and these nouns should have the endings are and ya in their initial form, that is nominative singular, which you can find in the dictionary. But that's it for today. Of course, we're going to talk about declensions more because there's the second type and the third type, and there are plural forms. We have already touched upon this question, but of course we're going to talk about it more. So that's it. I hope that this class was not too boring for you. I understand that some grammatical topics and issues are more or less boring, but you should know this stuff. In this case, you are going to formulate your sentences correctly, and you will not sound weird or funny. So that's it. Hope that you enjoyed this video lesson and you learned some more Russian grammar. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would want to keep studying Russian and English. By the way, on this channel I study English too. So hope to see you soon. Happy Russian and English practice. Bye. However, I should point out that sometimes these rules do not work. Yeah, for example, you say kniga, but kniги, and so on. Or so the rules are not that strict. It's just my way of saying it. You won't see such strict rules. In most cases, it works. Like when you say книга, трава, травы, мама, трава, травы, mama, mama, and so on. So, of course, it would be a good idea to check the dictionary or to feel whether it sounds natural or not. So, but of course, we'll talk more about all this stuff. We'll practice declensions and we'll do a lot of work. But that's it for today. I guess that it's quite enough information for just one class.